to install this Poison Spider front bumper on Marcus's Jeep. We have the bumper here ready to go. We couldn't put this on because we didn't have this fair lead that we had to purchase. Every indication said that it was ready to mount, but it wasn't. You have to buy that piece. Okay, there's one thing that was done before I got over to Marcus's house. Apparently this piece here has to be cut off. There's another piece that comes down in here. This is the piece that was ground off the Jeep that was in this location here. See, I'm not sure which way it went on. If it was this way or the other way.
It was that way.
It was on this way.
Yeah, it was right back here.
Okay.
And then there was another piece, hold it there. There was another piece that wrapped here, and I cut it off, and I had to break this off, and I had to break that off.
Okay. So this had to be removed on either side. Mount the witch onto the bumper. And it's going to be one heavy bumper. We'll have to see how easy it goes on. Okay, we got this winch mounted with considerable effort. While it's laying flat in this position, the best thing to do is to put these two bolts through this area and this area here on the winch without nuts, just to hold it in place while you put the front ones in. And they're supposed to be torqued at 22 pounds, but you can only reach these bolts here with the torque wrench, the ones in the back or the front. You can't get a torque wrench in there, so we just had to do it by feel. The other thing that we're doing is we have to adjust these studs to mount onto the Jeep because they're not in the right position. They have some little star clips around them to hold them in place. And we'll have to get those in the perfect position because this is going to be so heavy. This is probably near 200 pounds. And we're going to have to lift that up there and put it on the Jeep, so it's not going to be an easy thing. Okay, so what we've used is a tree strap, and of course we just looped it through on this end, and we used a stick to hold it on this end.
I'm going to move it.
And then we'll put a rope in the center of it onto the rafter with the pulley on it, and we'll just pull it up with a rope. Okay. So now we're going to see if we can put this block up here in the rafters and get it ready to pull the bumper up. Now we've got the bumper sitting up here just resting on the vehicle, and we put this pulley in so that we don't have to strain ourselves holding it up there. It comes down and we've got it tied off here to a vise. So I think that's going to be very helpful. Okay, so we're putting some lights in the bumper, and Marcus is under there finagling with all the wiring, and we wanted to get that out of the way before we tried to bolt it on, make sure we had the wiring in the right spot.
Now we want to turn on the lights and make sure they're working.
Okay. See if we have light here. And
Maybe them on?
I see nothing. There you go.
They working?
Yep. Oh, they're nice. Nice lights. Those will be great. This is the reason you need to cut that off that piece of frame, is because the bumper needs to slide right through there, and without that, you're going to have a lot of difficulty. Okay, so our strap and pulley method's working great. We don't have to worry about holding onto the bumper. Makes it easy to get in here and do all the wiring that we needed to do. We ended up running the positive cable down under the Jeep and coming up through here, which you can't see, but you can see it coming up down here at the bottom because we just didn't have enough cable. The negative cable worked fine just running it through that hole in the radiator, up by the radiator, just kind of tucked in the back there. So, and Marcus is putting the Fairlead on now, the last step in the project. And it is a really sharp looking bumper. That is really cool. Okay, here's the finished product. And we put a flat link factor 55 Fairlead on there, or at least a hook on the Fairlead. And got the Poison Spider emblem down there in the front, which is very cool. And the lights he's put in here are awesome with the halos. And it's a pretty mean looking Jeep.